everyone, I'm Evelyn, and today is such a beautiful day out.
No.
Anyways, today we will be making a Hispanic dish, called empanadas, but with a twist. Instead of the beef filling it usually has, we're going to be having a sweet apple cinnamon filling. Yep, that means it's a dessert. A dessert. What comes to mind when you think of a dessert, Yocelyn?
Yum.
Okay, well, desserts have always been around for a very long time, and it makes everyone's life a lot happier. Now, let's get all the materials we need for this sweet dish. So the ingredients you will need for the pastry are 1 cup of butter, chilled, 8 ounces of cream cheese, also chilled, 2 1/3 cups of flour, 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And the materials you will need to make the dough are a mixer, multi-purpose sealing wrap, tablespoon measurements, a butter knife, and cup measurements. Now, let's get baking.
Baking!
And now we are going to add the dry ingredients. And now we'll add the wet ingredients. We'll be putting it in the mixer. Alright, it seems to be just about done. Okay, so now you're going to just make sure that all the ingredients are well mixed together in the dough. Alright, so now you're going to separate your dough into 2 different balls, and then you're going to make it into a roughly dish shape. And then you're going to put it on your multi-purpose sealing wrap, and you're going to wrap it up. Alright, and then you're going to go to the fridge. You're going to place it in your fridge for 2 hours to overnight. So while we are waiting for the dough to chill in the fridge, we are going to be making the filling. For the filling, the ingredients you will need is 2 tablespoons of butter, 4 to 5 firm apples, half a cup of sugar, 1 to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, 1/4 cup of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of cornstarch, a pinch of salt for taste, and 3 tablespoons of dulce de leche, but that is optional. The materials you will need to make the filling will be a saucepan, a wooden spoon, cup measurements, tablespoon measurements, a steak knife, a skin shredder, an apple dicer, and a cutting board, and a small bowl. Okay, so now you're going to be shredding the apples, as you see my assistant is doing, and just do this to all of the apples. Okay, so now you're going to be using the apple slicing tool. And I like to use this tool because it's very easy to use and efficient, and it gets rid of the core very easily. Okay, so now you're going to be literally just dicing the apples, and when you're done with that, you're just going to put it in the bowl. After you slice and dice the apples, you have to add all the ingredients in. And now you're going to mix the ingredients together. Oh, that smells really good. And now you're going to turn on the fire to medium heat, and you're just going to wait until the pot gets hot. Now that the pot is heated up, you're going to add the butter. Butter is melted, you're going to add all of the filling mixture. And now you're going to stir the mixture until it thickens. After mixing it for a while, it should literally end up oozing out of the spoon.
Oozing.
Alright, you're done mixing. You're going to pour your mixture into a bowl. Oh, and don't forget your pastry dough. It should be just about done. Alrighty. For this next and final step, you're going to be needing your pastry dough, your mixture, a roller, a spoon, and well, I like to call this an empanada maker because it shapes empanadas. Alright, and it also kind of looks like a mouth. Okay, and you are going to be needing a fork. If you don't have one of these, then you can just press it against the edge of the empanada and it will give it the same design and effect. Alright, so you could either let the pastry dough chill or thaw out, or you could roll it out, but it'd be a little hard. So what I'm going to do is beat it. Alright, so I realized that using my hands would be better to thaw it out than my previous attempts. So my assistant is going to be rolling out the dough for me because she's a lot stronger than me, so yeah. Okay, then you are going to roll out the dough until it is fairly thin, and the thinner it is, the easier it is to cook. And now that you're just about finished rolling, you're going to grab a cookie cutter that is fairly the same size as the empanada maker, and then you're going to cut out with the cookie cutter from the dough. You're going to cut out as many circles as you can, and then you're going to be removing the excess dough, and you're going to be using the circles that you've made, and you're going to put them into the empanada maker, and that is how you're going to be shaping your empanadas. So when you're done with that, you're going to place the dough into the empanada maker, and then you're going to grab your mixture and place it into the middle. And make sure you don't get any on the edge because that won't be good. And don't worry, I will show you how to do it with the fork method later. Alright, and then you're going to close the empanada maker, press gently, and when you open it, the empanada should come out like this. All done and ready for you. And now for the way of doing it with the fork. You're going to place the dough into your hand, and you're going to put the mixture in. And once again, you want to make sure you don't get it on the edge. And I would do this fairly fast because the dough starts to get sticky and starts to actually shrink, and you don't want that. So once you spread the mixture, you're going to pinch down the edges, and then you're going to place it down, and you're going to grab your fork, and then you're going to press down on the edges to give it the same design as the empanada maker would. And that is how it should end up. And then you're going to make your way to the stove, and you're going to add oil just about under halfway. And then you're going to place your empanada into the pan with oil once the oil is nice and hot, but make sure you don't burn your fingers. And then you're just going to wait until it is nice and brown and crispy. Now that it is nicely brown, you're going to take it out and place it on a separate plate with paper towels and make sure all the oil is out. Voila! Now that we're done, this is what the final product should look like. Yes, I did add powdered sugar just to add some flavor. Now for the tasting test. Perfect. Alright, so today I showed you how to make an empanada, and the steps I showed you were what materials you needed, how to properly make the dough, and how to properly cook it. I hope you enjoyed the video, and now you can make empanadas whenever you want.
Yay!